that we are actually fitting now. Because I'm not kidding you. This is the last 4 hours of my life. Welcome back to the workbench, where we try to make things. And it's Tuesday, so we're back trying to make Revell's Ford F-100 pickup, the Foose design kit they put out a while back that we're doing a lot different. And if you like to get caught up on those differences, there's a link down in the description to a playlist, get you completely caught up to where we are right now. Where we are right now is doing the things that we just don't want to do. So this episode is going to be one of those ones where it's just the stuff we had to get done so that we can move forward with this build. But I thought we'd start off real quick with finishing up kind of where we left off last week, and that was with the lights in the dash. So if you remember right, we lit up the lights in the dash, but the back side of the dash was wide open, so it actually, you would be able to see the lights coming out here through where the windshield is. Well, that's fixed now, thanks to a lot of good comments from all of you guys saying, well, let me just say this. I had mentioned just putting some styrene behind there, but a lot of you guys mentioned just use some foil tape, and that's a great idea. The only problem is a few years back I put in 2 new AC units in this house, and I used all my foil tape building the return and sending plenums for the service plenum and the return plenums. Used all my foil tape, so I didn't have any. So I just went to the kitchen and got some aluminum foil and just glued aluminum foil to the back of it, and that actually has worked, as you just saw. Now, why the frustration? Why the bloodshot eyes that I have right now? Well, that's because next thing to do, since the interior is completely done. By the way, I've gone ahead and fully glued it up, and it's done. The interior is done. I take that back. I'd still need to add the one little detail for the port in the back, but other than that, it's done. Okay, it's done. But I thought now we need to move our attention to the body. And if you notice, or I took a picture of it so you could notice that the body just was not sitting square or sitting flat on the bed. And mainly that just had to do, in fact, let me pull the body off and we can take a look at it here. The kind of tunnel we built here, I guess you could call it, was just sitting too tall. And I don't know how that happened or why that happened, but it's one of the things. So I just spent an hour or so slowly whittling it down until I got the body to sit level on the bed. And so once I had that set level, the other thing I thought would need to do was build out some of the inner fenders here. So, because the whole idea is we need to paint the body, right? Paint the cab, that is. So we needed to build out the inner fenders. So I started building some templates for the inner fenders. Basically, build some templates, and I cut them out. And then I realized when it came time that, to actually start, the motor has to fit into these fender wells too. So I thought, I'll put the motor now, because of how we had changed, had changed the tunnel, the motor didn't fit in anymore. So I had to go through the process of getting the motor to fit, which was quite the process to get. And when I say motor, I should say transmission. It just took a lot. By the way, all this is painted. So we're gonna have to repaint all this. We're gonna have to refinish it. Not a big deal. It won't be that hard to do. It's all mainly on the top side here. It's not gonna be a hard thing to do. But anyways, but I don't want to overwork. So it's just another hour, literally another hour of sanding and whittling and filing until I got now the transmission to fit. So I'm like, okay, great. I put the body on, and you probably already guessed it. You've probably already guessed it. But of course, the hood won't shut. Of course the hood won't shut, because now the transmission was sitting down in there, which made the motor stick up, and then a lot of other issues, which if I flip it over, I can show you. I had to shave out a ton of area down here. You can see it's still, there's still dust everywhere. I had to shave out a ton of area here. One, I had to clear out all this space here for the starter, which is good anyways, because I think that's how it would be that way anyways, because you'd want you want access to the starter. The other thing that I really had to do, which really took some time, was work all this down here because let me see if I can show you, the pulley and alternator basically are hitting there. I've got it now. So with that in mind, because I think I'm going to remove more of that because it doesn't, I mean, obviously your crank pulley, you don't want running on that. So I might have to clear out more of that material. But I've got it now that where I can actually get, in fact, I had it just a second ago. Let me put it back. Gotta be careful with these wires. Where everything, I think, let me make sure these wires aren't getting pinched. And then the motor just fell out, which is, I guess, kind of a good sign because it's able to come out. But let me see if I can get it back in. It goes in like so, where it sits right in that. Not if you remember that we had put that notch in the firewall, so it sits right in there. And now everything, make sure all this is in place. I just want to make sure that we are actually fitting now, because this is, I'm not kidding you. This is the last 4 hours of my life, was trying to just do basically taking care of the can I kicked down the road. There we go. So there's the body sitting. Let's see. Let me make sure. There's the body sitting completely flat with the bed or on the chassis, however you want to say that. Here's the motor sitting in its location. And the hood will close. Let me make sure that I'm not fibbing myself. Whoops. And that's it. Here's the other thing too. I want this thing to just, like, I don't want to have to do a bunch of manipulation when it comes time to put this together. Everything, I mean, you guys that have been with the 500 episodes that this series has been, this build has been, knows that everything on this truck is custom. Like literally everything. So that's why, getting everything to fit has been such an ordeal. Just want to make sure that's shedding all the way. Again, make sure that we are sitting flat there. Make sure that the motor is the motor is where it needs to go. You probably can't see what I'm talking about. The motor is, actually is sitting loose in there. Whoops, let me get the hood back on. Yeah, I mean, I think it is, let me see. It is right at the hood. So it is right, like I think it is literally, it might even still be. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to take more material out of the front of this thing, I think. I mean, it's closing, but it's like touching the hood, if that makes sense. Oh my goodness. I can't, I know you guys just kind of see the end result here, but this has been hours of my life and really achieving nothing. Like I can't get, and for me, I do all this work and everything, and I can't make this big glorious thumbnail out of it, right? It's the same thing that we've already had. I do think what I think I'm gonna do, let me pull this off. So we are pretty good, but it is, I mean, it's literally the hood's coming down and touching, right? So what I think I'm gonna do, I'd also like to mention that yes, indeed, I broke the the control arms off. I think that's okay. I think that's okay because what I think I'm going to do is just build a, I'm a 3D print it probably, the suspension so I can make it exactly the dimensions I need and how we need it to be. So that's not a problem. But what I do need to do, I think, and hopefully you guys can see. So basically what's holding us from going down any further is the alternator is hitting on here. So I need to come in and cut. I'm just going to cut this out, and then the pulley is cutting there. So what I'll probably do is just cut from here, like cut all of this out right here. And I might even go just all the way to here. Just cut all of this out right there. And then the motor will sit a little further down. What the other thing I got to look at is our oil pan can't go below, but that'll be okay. Because all that's going to do is, if you notice, let me put it where it goes, is the motor sitting just a hair up in the front. I think we can just level out the motor. It'll be fine. I don't think the oil pan will go down too low. Yeah, actually it'll be good. So that's what we're going to have to do. Even though it fits now, like I said, it fits now. But I think that's what we're going to have to do, or that's what I am going to do. I have not done that yet because I ran out of time. And this, I'm not even kidding. Was hours and hours to get to this point. This is what happens. This is this is what happens when you kick the proverbial can down the road and you keep saying everything is a tomorrow problem, right? Because tomorrow eventually comes, and here we are. But you know, the dash lights up. So if you've enjoyed this, I don't know what's wrong with you, but if you have enjoyed this, hit the subscribe button. Next week because this will take me no time to get taken care of. So next week we're going to have a lot better update, or a more substantial update, I would say, or something that, I mean, in all honesty, this was quite a substantial thing to get done, but it's not substantial as far as from a viewership standpoint. I understand that. I apologize, but these are the things we have to do. So next week, we're going to have a better update, which most likely the body should be painted. Yeah, the body should be painted. Because the other thing I wanted to show you was, I think I'm going to just completely 86 the idea of doing the inner fenders, because once you get the motor, once you get everything in here, you can't even see them. So I think we're going to be good on the cab. So I will get that painted for next week. That'll give us a good, something fun to look at, I guess. I do still need to keep working on the lights. But once the cab is done, then we can start actually finishing out the suspension. A lot of it's already in the works, but we can finish out the suspension. And that's kind of, I guess that's getting us to the last point, besides just finishing out the light, all the small details like that. Anyways, if you've enjoyed this, please hit the subscribe button. If you hit the like button, hit the unlike button, whatever. Hit the hype button, hit all those buttons, do all those things everybody tells you to do on YouTube. I've got so much to get done here. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.